You two are the hosts of a show called Squids Will Be Squids. Is that right?
Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah. What time? When is that show on the airwaves?
That's Friday from 4 to 6 p.m.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Guess what? That was my old time slot for John's dojo.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, step into the dojo. I'm glad that you guys took it over though. You've seen me sit in around the times that you guys are here. Y'all are killer.
It's fun to listen to your old time slots and see who has them.
Yeah.
I listened in the other day and there was like an electronic one during mine. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm glad they moved me because I'm glad I get to listen to this.
This is your first show together, right? This is
Yeah.
you get the first season doing Squids Will Be Squids together as in tandem.
Officially.
Officially, you guys did an old show together. Then I take it
Yeah.
sometimes
Well, I
every now and then.
officially a DJ, so I was more just hanging out.
Yeah. Does it feel good to be a real DJ?
Yeah.
A big
Oh, I
girl
love
DJ
it.
pulled your
Oh, yes.
pulled your pants up all the
Oh,
way.
yes.
In the studio, we're also joined by our main man, Reese,
happening?
who's been on the show before,
I have.
who does videos and films the show every now and then. He was just finishing setting up some cameras as we were introducing Edison and Emerson together. How's it going, Reese?
Pretty good. It's a sad day today. It's raining.
Yeah.
It was cold yesterday. Now it's all of a sudden kind of warmed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you? It's gonna be raining for so much more of the
know.
week, which is just.
It's raining back home, which is like an hour away, and it
Ew.
kind of saddens me. Yeah,
None of that's good.
it's not.
I don't like any of it. Well, thank you all so much for being on the show. I'm so happy that I could get all three of you in, because it's kind of cool how y'all are a trio in your own special ways. You all live together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
the glue that binds us.
The glue,
The lease that binds us.
the wind that shaketh their barley. Well, that's awesome. How long have you guys? How long have you all known each other? You two are siblings.
Known me for a while. Back from day one, I was there.
Yep, he has known me my entire life.
Spiritually with Reese since day one. In reality, it's been a few months.
Yeah. Like 5.
Right when you walked in the door to work
It's been
here.
like 2 months that I've known you.
Maybe 3.
Maybe
Maybe
3.
3.
Maybe 3.
Goodness. So, I take it then that Reese, you found your way into this family, literally
Yeah.
by from WRFl.
Yeah.
Wow. How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel that you're now living with these two?
It's a lot better than where I was before. Let's just say that. But
mean,
I'm not gonna put any names out there. But
I love how you didn't say it's good. It's better. It's better than what I had. Was
It's
Better.
just not trash.
Hey, it's good. It's good.
If you saw where I was before, you makes the place we're living now look awesome.
I mean, I'm not homeless, so
yeah.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, kind of.
I'm enjoying it a lot. So much.
You all have a lovely home. I've visited on a few occasions, and it's a lovely establishment, I must say.
Thank you.
Who do you think is the most host like roommate out of the three of you?
It's not me.
it's a tie between Edison and me because we both kind of co-host everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we kind of like we'll be sitting around and be like, I guess we should just invite everyone we know. And then we'll be like, okay.
But when it comes to like food planning and party planning, that's more my speed and
Uh-huh.
stuff I like to do.
Uh-huh.
But Edison's more like, yeah, let's have people over, and he's good with the music and conversations and whatnot.
Do you feel both of you, either of you, feel competitive about your music selection for either your show or your house gatherings?
No, not at all.
Not really, no.
We're really similar in music tastes.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Like we've given up on fighting as siblings like forever ago. Like we're done with
Yeah.
that. Like that's
Mhm.
pretty Like, I think it's super weird when people are like, "Oh man, the beef with the sister," and I'm like, "Why? You guys are literally like the same age and like dealt with all the same stuff, and like, why all the beef?" And they're
Yeah.
like,
Well, the beef.
"Oh, we just don't get along." And I'm like, "Okay."
When people hear that we live together, they're like, "Really? You get along with your sibling that well that you can live with each other like even after you don't have to?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy."
Yeah.
If you choose
My
not
parents
to
love
drive
it.
the other one crazy, if you choose not to drive the other one crazy, it's great.
How different is your age gap?
He's 2 years older than me.
Okay.
Which makes me a champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
He likes
Champion.
to think that.
Just old enough to be
Think
best
that,
at
but you know the
everything.
younger sibling always has it a little better.
Right. And you two are just a single duo. There isn't any other siblings in the
Just
mix.
us.
No,
Wow.
not me. So
Well, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we have a new addition. We even kind of look alike.
Oh yeah.
you see it?
Yeah, I see the resemblance. The family resemblance is strong. Goodness.
They both take after the mom side of the family.
So, you know, you two, all three of you live together. Two of you do your radio show together. Reese, do you ever sit in on their radio time?
Yeah, I actually came on last Friday. Yeah.
Ooh, what was that like?
It was pretty neat.
That's
I got
pretty
to see,
neato.
the whole like shebang, how it goes, and
Mm-hmm.
one day I will have my own show and possibly have them on it too. So it'd be dope.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
It would
What-
be fun to be on Reese's show.
I like that it's just a possibility. He hasn't decided yet if he wants to on it.
Maybe I'll have them
Have
on.
they earned their spot yet on my show? No. Especially not me. I know I haven't earned my spot. Edison's going to be an easy. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
tell
I don't
me.
know. If you can ollie over it, then maybe.
Oh.
Well, it sounds like there's some family drama going on, some household drama.
Reese and I always have beef. We compete more than Edison and I compete. Reese and I compete for Edison's,
Affection.
pretty much, yeah.
And I'm needy enough for it to work.
It's an
I'm losing
unending
right
triangle.
now, though. Since Reese has that gaming computer, I can't compete.
Oh, man.
He's flexing on everybody in the house.
The gaming computer just always beats me out when it comes to attention.
It must be tough trying to beat a gaming computer.
It is. It's very difficult, especially when I'm not really into gaming and I don't understand it all that much. So I hear them playing with each other and yelling at each other from different parts of the house. So they'll be playing together and talking to each other through their headsets, but they're in the same house. So if you walk into the dining room, you can hear their conversation from each other because they're both very loud when they game. So
Welcome
I
to
can hear, I can hear
2019.
be like, "Oh, I just died," and then Reese was like, "I tried to revive you, bro. I tried to revive you."
And then
I'm
you
just out there,
clack,
like-
my
and then
headphones
I'm
pop
just, like,
up, and my head
laughing, and I'm
pops around the
like-
corner.
And then I just walk back into my room and watch Netflix or YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, there's no. that's pretty accurate. The
Do you-
best is like something will happen to me and I'll get all steamy, like I'll die or we'll be in a game and something, my computer will shut down, something stupid, and I'll get mad and I'll throw everything down, and then I'm like, usually like I don't know, you just be like, oh, I'll just restart it. But now I just go straight into Reese's room and yell at his computer about whatever just happened to me on my computer. I'll be like, are you joking me?
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? I'm not even in there right
I feel
now.
like I live in like a cartoon of just like ridiculous things that normally wouldn't happen in real life just happening before my eyes. And it's all revolved around this house and gaming computer. And I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah, life has been good.
Life has been good with the gaming computers.
Yeah.
These guys are saying.
Yeah, they think so.
I lived with two girls last year, and neither of them understood gaming really all that hard. And my gaming console and TV was on the other wall of one of the roommates, and so I went through a big Dark Souls phase all throughout summer, and that is a horrifying video game. If for
Yeah.
those that don't know, it's literally monster slaying,
Yeah.
getting souls, terrifying. she had nightmares, like from the video game invading like her subconscious, like through the wall and other stuff like that. Do you experience anything like that, Emerson?
No, because I just make them put their headphones in. I don't have to hear anything.
Well, that's good. Thank you. Again, thank you all for coming on. I mean, I'm sure it's just so difficult to coordinate your schedules together to get all three of you in at the same time.
Yeah, actually, we've been talking about getting walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
I respect that so hard.
Since,
Just in case.
we don't live in the same house or anything, and walking's really hard. They already basically have walkie-talkie with their headset. They just have to text me if they need anything, because I always have my phone.
Yeah, but walkie-talkies is the
Yeah. Over.
I know it's fun.
we do it for the over.
But you already talk to each other through headsets.
Dude, I'm gonna start saying over every time I'm talking on the headset.
Oh my goodness.
I just need to find a way to get a headset so I can just be a part of the
Walkie-talkies.
Join the line.
I just want to be like
Walkie-talkies.
part of the conversation while they're gaming, but without actually having to game. I'd feel more included.
We're just gonna get some walkie-talkies.
Yeah, and then like we can come
Life's
up with
the
our
game.
own code for the walkie-talkies. Our own code. Think about it. That'd be fun.
We could be in class. Texting's dead. Texting's over.
texts
Walkie-talkies forever.
We're bringing back We're going backwards in time when it comes to technology. Soon we're just gonna have like string cups like all throughout the house, listening to each other.
Does that even work?
Like one of those tubes you see on like the playgrounds. You just get shouted and the
Yeah,
other kid
that's
can
just
hear.
what's gonna be like all around our house.
I want that so bad. I want that for myself.
We're all just gonna have megaphones just shouting over each other.
Come out with your hands up.
If you're just now joining us, you're listening to WRFl Lexington all the way to the left, your only alternative left. You're more specifically, you're listening to the WRFl Talk Show. My name is John. I got Squids Will Be Squids plus their housemate, Reese, in the house, in the dojo. You guys have unofficially stepped into this dojo.
Is that the smell? Is that what that
I
is?
always tell people to take off their shoes. So yeah, maybe it is that.
I don't see a single black belt in here.
You haven't seen it yet. Don't even worry about it. Well, okay. So what I normally do on this show, when it's less than 3 people and it's really easy to do it, and that single DJ, single personality, I ask them sort of about their discography, their own mental discography, how music has sort of affected their life throughout time. Since you two, Emerson and Edison, have grown up together, obviously, hopefully, I guess, do you guys feel like you've had a similar taste growing up?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
But that's all my parents doing, specifically my dad. We did not get to listen to what other kids were listening to. Like, he made sure to introduce us early to the Smiths, the Killers, the Beatles, all of the like classic rock. I mean, we were 10 or 11 listening to classic OG Gucci Mane. Like, we did not listen to
If I'm
Disney
remembering-
Channel or Radio Disney or whatever. It was always good music that they would want to listen to as
Nice.
well.
Nice.
If I'm remembering right, the rule was you can listen to whatever you want, anything, but we're gonna give you the good stuff,
Nice.
and you'll realize what's good and bad, which is kind of fun. It's kind of like I guess like people with drinking and stuff. They'll be like, "Hey, like you should have some drinks. Like drinking isn't bad for you if you know what you're doing. Like here's
sure.
the good
You
stuff.
can drink, but with the family.
Don't drink
and-
this like garbage stuff that they're gonna like give you later. Like that's for the masses. Like that's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna make you sick in the morning.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for
Enjoy
sure.
some of the good stuff. If you want that, I guess whatever. But here we'll provide you with some nice stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's funny you say that. Amy was always a little bit
Oh, I went through the phases of, Kesha and Black Eyed Peas and all of them, but I always had the like core knowing what good music was.
Sure.
But music was always
But
like a really big
yeah.
deal.
We had
It
very
was-
simple rules growing up. Like one of the main rule in our household was you can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't result in an awkward phone call from a parent.
And that's a great
And
rule.
that's a great rule.
Was that an actually spoken rule?
That
was
was
a
every
spoken
time
rule.
you would go out. You're like, look,
Wow.
you can have that choice. Like, am I about to do that? But in the back of your mind, if this results in him getting an awkward or her getting an awkward phone call from somebody else, like, hey, we have your kid, he was such and such and such, then don't do that.
Yeah, right. Stay out of trouble. Be smart. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, pretty much. That was kind of how it was.
Nice. What about you, Reese? Do you feel at home with these two cats musically?
Yeah, I do. There's like some jams that'll come on. I'm like, okay. You know,
Okay.
My head starts moving, my feet start moving.
You know, I might be dancing a little bit.
But yeah, they ask me the music taste, and it's like there's some things like I never heard of. I'm like, okay, that's really good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How much do you feel that you've introduced them to that was wholly unique to them? Anything at all?
Like in my taste?
Yeah, of your taste, of your OG, like your OG personal connections that you're like, yo, this is from my childhood.
Well,
Take
Edison
this.
over here, he's grabbed a hold of my homeboy Healy.
It's so good. It's so good.
He's like an R&B type of person. He raps a little bit, but it's more so R&B, and it just, I don't know, it grooves. It moves his soul. Edison's like, I like it. Play
I like
this
that soul.
now.
I don't do R&B. I love it. It's so good. It's so good.
I don't like R&B. I love it. It's my life.
You have converted me.
You have Hopefully you didn't need that much conversion therapy, because R&B is fantastic. In my opinion. What kind of stuff did you grow up on, Reese?
My mom was really heavy into R&B, slow jams, love songs, all that stuff. My dad, hip hop, rap, and I really grew up on, from him, it's Earth, Wind and Fire. So Michael Jackson, it's my man's right there. Who else? Nas,
Nice.
Jay-Z, P Diddy. You know, the classic
Puff
stuff.
Daddy.
Yeah. I cannot believe he went by that name. Oh my gosh, dude. Tupac, you know, Biggie, Smalls, Biggs. And then, like, for my mom, you know, there's like R. Kelly, there's Jacquees, and all the, oh my gosh,
So many.
yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
Which one of the three of you listens to the most music?
I'm going to have to vote for Reese on this one.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I listen to a lot of music.
How much music a day would you say that each of you listen to? What's like your day? If you were to say that you had a daily or weekly routine for listening to music, how would you describe it, each of you?
I would probably say maybe like 20 hours a week.
20 hours a week
Yeah.
of music. There are 24 times 7. That's 140, 68 hours of music. I think I did that calculation wrong, but cool. Okay, 20 hours a week. That's a lot of music, man.
It is.
That's a lot.
It flows, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's about right.
It's about
I would say
right.
at bare minimum about 3 hours a day. Sounds about right.
Okay.
You
Do
know what
you-
time you're going anywhere or doing something.
Plugging in the headphones.
Yeah, I constantly listen to music. If I'm ever doing anything, I'm always listening to music. Even when I'm going to bed, I have to have some music or something.
You listen to music on your way to bed?
Yeah.
Your hours are going to be out the roof then.
Yeah.
Your hours are going to be like 10 hours a day.
Your subconscious hours.
Like
are-
70 hours a week.
Yeah, I always am listening to music. But like it's usually like classical when I go to bed, but yeah.
Do you engage with it when you're trying to sleep, though? Like, or rather, do you? Or, well, here's the better question. Sorry. How do you engage with music when you're really trying to listen to music?
That's I don't know. I usually just it really relaxes me and calms me down after the day. So I usually just lay there and just kind of let it
wash
take
over you.
over my mind.
Take me.
Which sounds, like hippie stuff, but I just kind of just let it calm me down, and I kind of feel it just relaxing my entire body, and kind of like a lullaby rocking me to sleep every night. Yeah.
Classical music. Only?
No, not only. Sometimes I'll listen to podcasts when I wake up if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll listen to podcasts. I usually listen to Cody Co and No.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
always listen to their podcasts
They're funny.
when I wake up in the middle of the night just because it makes my mind do something without having to like be on a screen or have lights on.
Sure.
Which helps, but it like makes me think a little bit, which like tires me out.
Do you ever get upset that you're falling asleep to it and then like you'll wake up and realize, oh, I didn't like retain 3 hours of conversation of podcast?
No, because usually I've listened to them all before, so
Oh.
it doesn't bother me at all. Like it depends.
Got them
'cause-
on lock.
Oh yeah, because I'll like listen when they, the YouTube ones come
Yeah.
out, and I'll watch those.
Okay.
And then, I'll kind of half listen to it, and then, but when it's just comforting having voices talking and stuff while I'm going to sleep.
Sure.
Or I listen to This American Life a lot, just because they make good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you with that. What about you two gentlemen? When you're walking to and fro establishments or stuff, how do you feel or engage with the music as you're listening to it?
It's always in my ears. Always.
Even if you don't have headphones in?
Oh, no, I need headphones in. Because I wouldn't want to, like, disturb the peace, you know?
Also, what's your guys' temperament about over-ear versus in-ear headphones? Because right now I'm doing something edgy. I have in-ear headphones on as a DJ. Edison, you don't.
I don't. I like them in the ears, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like
Uh-huh.
it like the over ears. If you go too loud, then it's just speakers basically. Like everyone
just
can just hear.
subwoofer
Yeah, everyone
next
can
to
just
your-
hear what you're listening to.
I just find that over the ears not as comfortable as in the ears,
I think it
which probably makes me
depends.
weird.
you have earrings though.
I'm also weird because I'm not a huge fan of AirPods at all. I like the wires.
You like
Yeah.
them on wires?
I like the wires.
The
wires are in
internet
the
is
way.
going crazy over the AirPods these days, and I don't know how I feel, if I'm being honest. Like, I think this cord looks really cool,
It's
if I'm
dope.
being honest. But I want a Bluetooth here, and I don't like the cord tangling.
Yeah,
so
me
I
neither.
understand, but I don't think I'd be able to sacrifice my soul for the meme.
See, I have I have Bluetooth headphones for like going to work out and stuff.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get in the way.
Yeah.
But they're really cheap ones that I
Yeah.
don't care about. But beyond that, I just know I'll lose them immediately. And I like just being able to get cheap ones that you can, if they break in a week, they break in a week, but it doesn't matter because they were $2. So.
True.
Yeah, but all that said, the over ear ones are better for actually doing stuff.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
if you like have to actually like work on something,
Uh-huh.
or like if you are in like production of some kind, you should have the over ear.
Or if you're a gamer.
Like if you're like a DJ, like hosting like a talk show, and you have like earbuds in, like it's
The
like
shade.
weirdo.
The shade.
awkward, shady, like bizarre.
Sketchy, man. What
Like
are you
that's
doing?
that's someone that has like some weird massage parlor called John's Dojo.
It's a foot massage
This guy
parlor.
knows what I'm talking about.
Remove your shoes before stepping into my dojo.
Secretly has a foot fetish.
Is
Not so secret.
But, like,
Awkward.
like for me, I talked about it last time. Like, like if I was wearing headphones, I wouldn't wear headphones out in public because I don't have like that Moses part in my hair. So like the earbuds is it's the only option for me.
Have you told them what our multimedia professor calls you?
Yeah, hey Arnold. First it was Go Arnold. I was like, what's Go Arnold?
What's a Go
Yeah,
Arnold?
what's a Go Arnold? What is that?
Go Arnold!
Go Arnold, go.
Yeah,
Hey,
and your nickname is Box. It's just like
I don't know
Why
why.
is your nickname Box?
I don't know.
Because what was it like cropping? Yeah, he's talking about cropping, and you were like, Box.
Box is cropping, yeah, and he just started calling me Box the rest of the time, and I was like, this is the stupidest nickname I've ever received or heard
Yeah,
anybody.
that is
Yeah. There's Kangaroo Jack.
He's on it in that class.
There's
Like
backflip.
Ha! You said Box is your name now.
such a weird guy, man. God, I don't know what to think about that.
I actually like the Hey Arnold phrases
No.
who are always drinking Arnold Palmers
Oh my god.
consistently.
Oh, nice.
Drove over here with an Arnold Palmer, sip it on one. I mean, he's always got them.
It flows in my veins. What can I say?
It does though. If you cut this man open, tea would pour out. That's not even a joke.
Half tea, half lemonade.
It's that blue and the red on the side of the heart.
Goodness gracious.
The sweet tea's coming up into the heart. The lemonade's coming down, flowing through the veins.